is Alex Trice, and welcome to my presentation on classroom action research involving traditional teaching methods as well as integrating technology into teaching. This presentation was created during the spring semester of 2013 for the Masters of Arts in Teaching program at the University of Maryland College, and I hope you enjoy my presentation. My action research was completed tutoring a student in my school who I had worked with in the past and had been his biology instructor in the summer school session of 2012. The program that the student is part of is a therapeutic, small structured environment of students that adhere to the Maryland State Science curriculum as well as the Common Core standards. All students at this school are diploma bound and are subject to the same HSA requirements as all students in the general education curriculum. For the sake of anonymity, we will call the student Dave, and we will refer to the high school as Discovery High School. This is themed after 2001 Space Odyssey, as was the intro to this presentation. After reviewing Dave's case with his IEP case manager, therapeutic community members, and teachers in his program, I found that current levels of Dave are below grade level in all categories, including reading, writing, math, comprehension, retention, and content, due to intellectual and informational processing disabilities of the student. Through review of my past records, interviews with classroom teachers, and a full day of observing the student, I found that grades are able to be maintained through active performance in class among similarly challenged peers, homework consistency, and proactively taking advantage of supports and make-up credit. Nonetheless, Dave is an active leader and role model within his school's community committee and other extracurricular events. For over 3 months, Dave and I have been meeting after school over 1+ hours per week and over 12 tutoring sessions to complete his goal of completing the biology HSA bridge project option to meet requirements for Maryland State High School graduation. His bridge project will entail creating experimental design as well as creating a written lab report utilizing scientific terminology, the scientific method, and data acquisition for analysis. My action research will be based on acquiring and analyzing data from pre- and post-test student knowledge levels after enriching sessions built around traditional methods of teaching, hands-on methods of teaching, and utilizing technology in teaching. Research of James and Chen-Ling Kulik from over 500 individual research studies shows that schools are currently integrating technology more readily for the results of cost-effective educational resources, creating positive attitudes toward education and technology, and last but not least, to enhance achievement in learning. Research from the Kulik studies published in 1991 and 1994 support computer-based instruction known as CBI. John Schachter, in a report called The Impact of Education Technology on Student Achievement, described research of technology in teaching as in its infancy stages of understanding the benefits. Other research by Sivan Kachala in 1998 concluded that the results of technology are inconclusive and heavily influenced by student population, software design, and the students' levels of access to the technologies. The methodology was designed for Dave with his IEP review, case review, student needs, and bridge project in mind. These included having short tests of integral information that would be directly utilized in his own requirements. Performance data was taken before and after various types of tutoring enrichment sessions that included either traditional methods, technology integrated methods, or a blend of the two. Traditional methods included utilizing worksheets, classroom discussions, dry erase board usage, notebook, paper and pen usage, highlighter usage, etc. Technology integrated methods included the usage of Google image searches, online literature research, and YouTube media examples. Due to the project being laboratory-based, I included lab sessions and hands-on work in a separate category of being a blend of methods due to working with electronic grow light technologies and laboratory techniques and resources. Along with pre- and post-tests, other data that was taken for consideration was levels of enthusiasm and attitude for the material covered. In this table, we can see that sessions 1 through 5 started with the variables of traditional methods, where enrichment sessions involved textbook examples, classroom discussions, and highlighting for overall components of the bridge project needs. Sessions 6 and 8 through 11 were focused on technology integrated components such as online research, having various media examples, and different web-based examples such as graphs and charts derived from Google Images. Pre and post test data was taken to compare before and after scores of the various different enrichment methodology. The enthusiasm of the student was also rated on a 1 to 3 scale, 1 being the lowest and 3 being the highest. The rating of a 1 was aimed to reflect Dave struggling with the material, struggling with the reading, or different facets of the enrichment or testing process. In sessions that Dave received a 1, he showed to be demotivated, bewildered with the information, and confused, not knowing what questions to ask in order to be clarified in his thinking, and often guessing at answers of short-term assessments. Ratings of a 3 were given to Dave when he showed to be having fun with the material and immediately being able to identify components of terminology and design with minimal staff support. Enthusiasm throughout the enrichment sessions seemed to be related to the learning rate, as assessment was taken with higher confidence and higher levels of retention. Through utilizing the traditional paper-based and textbook-based methods, enthusiasm and attitude were rated low on the spectrum from my observed data. Dave progressed to higher levels of comfort through the usage of highlighter and instructor support as all sessions progressed. Dave reflected consistent progress from pre to post tests given before and after all traditional sessions. Attitude was also rated low due to student confusion and lack of reading comprehension to understand all information. Enthusiasm was observed to be at higher levels during the blended sessions of lab design and setup, as it was influenced by hands-on activity and usage of materials such as plants, measuring tools, and other lab equipment. In my analysis of technology integrated methods, data from sessions 9 through 11 showed noticeably different results in attitude, enthusiasm, as well as consistent progress and achievement. These 3 sessions involved short examples of materials, including examples of simple graphs, simple cartoon delivery, and shorter summaries of elements of research similar to those completed in previous sessions. In session 6, the student responded with mixed attitudes while researching online scholarly articles, peer presentations on similar topics, and with staff support directed toward limited intervention and student independence. Reflection: traditional learning methods. Paper-based methods and traditional one-to-one tutoring showed to be influential in short-term comprehension, but lacked the type of engagement and entertainment methods that included technology. Hands-on laboratory-based sessions provided engagement and enthusiasm of carrying out the scientific method. Through the lab research, the student utilized modern technologies such as a growing apparatus, but the session was considered as traditional lab-based method. With sample plants and simple setup, as the technology was not educational enhancement technology like computerized CBI technology, it did not have an interface. It was purely for lab experiment. Like other traditional methods, the student needed guidance to carry out his goals and displayed at first a lack of comprehension of remediation material, but became stronger as individual tutoring sessions and individual lessons progressed. Technology integrated methods. When considering all the factors of my research, I realized that technology had an influential impact on attitude and enthusiasm of the student in the forms of laughing, having fun with the material, and being independently engaged with the material. It is unclear if enhanced achievement is due to previous study sessions with terminology, as pretests showed higher base knowledge on later sessions than on prior sessions. Suggestions for future research include larger student populations be assessed. Also, I think that given more time, the structure would be better carried out by having more elaborate pre- and post-tests to assess knowledge after various learning designs implemented.